You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Dilla T, and this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me, family. Subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode, and sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat, get you something to drink, get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Because you see the title. Your president, my president, dealing with underage girls at a pageant. Let's get into this here.
Donald Trump's dark past continues to surface, and we here at the Midas Touch Network have this exclusive report for you. We've managed to locate video from a 1991 beauty pageant called Look of the Year that Donald Trump threw with a guy named John Casablancas from Elite Model Management. Casablancas died in
Oh, the boy in the building was good, fam. You already know we here.
Casablancas had affairs, sexually assaulted 15-year-old girl, a 17-year-old girl. I'm going to go through Casablancas' background.
Hold up, fam. Hold up. Let's get right. You already know, hit that like button, subscribe. We about to cook. Did y'all just hear that, fam? Some guy by the name of Casablanca, he owned an underage modeling agency. And somehow, some way, Trump found his way inside, and he in there looking at it. Let's bring it back for the people in the back. Let's go.
Epstein surface, and we here at the Midas Touch Network have this exclusive report for you. We've managed to locate video from a 1991 beauty pageant called Look of the Year that Donald Trump threw with a guy named John Casablancas from Elite Model Management. Casablancas died in 2013, allegedly from throat cancer. Casablancas had affairs, sexually assaulted 15-year-old girl, 17-year-old girl. I'm going to go through Casablancas' background with you. We hear a lot about Trump's connections with Epstein. Donald Trump was also very close with this Casablancas guy who elite.
Roxanne in the building. What's up with you? Takis OFC. What's up, family?
As well. All right, so let me share this with you. You have Donald Trump at this 1991 beauty pageant. Here are some of the photos that we have. You see him right here. The little girls would come into the room. Again, mostly underage. They would come into the room in bathing suits, very little clothing, and he would sit there and he would judge them and he would determine if they can make it through the next round. Here are some of the photos we've been able to identify. You can see Donald Trump right there looking at these girls who he made wear the
What's up, Jeff? You already know, fam. We hitting that like button, we subscribe, and we cooking.
Some of these girls as young as 14. Here's a photo of what the actual
cut the shit
competition looked like from the 1991 Look of the Year. This was from the Guardian's report on it. Let me read for you what they said, what happened the night before the event. Then I'm going to show you some of the video that we've been able to locate at the Midas Touch Network. So this was a photo from the Guardian article, a still from a previously unseen footage of the 1991 Look of the Year finale. Their articles from about 10 years ago or so. Teen models, powerful men, and private dinners when Trump hosted Look of the Year. It's actually from 2020. In the early 1990s, Donald Trump judged the world's biggest modeling competition, since hit by allegations of abuse. This is how people who were there remember it. On September 1st, 1991, a large private yacht cruised toward the Statue of Liberty. It was a clear, breezy evening, and from the upper deck of the Spirit of New York, a golden sunset could be seen glinting off the Manhattan skyline. Downstairs, a party was in flow. Scores of teenage girls in evening dresses and miniskirts, some as young as 14, danced under disco lights.
What?
It could have been a high school prom were it not for the crowd of older men surrounding them. As the evening wore on, some of the men, many old enough to be the girls' fathers or even grandfathers, joined them on the dance floor. pressing themselves against the girls. One balding man in a suit wrapped his arms around two young models, underage girls, leering into the film camera that was documenting the evening. Can you get some beautiful women around me, please? The party aboard the Spirit of New York was one of several events that Donald Trump, then 45, attended with a group of 58 aspiring young models that September. Again, mostly underage girls. And it talks about how this was part of the elite Look of the Year competition. Elite model management was run by John Casablancas. He since died in 2013. So Casablancas' marriage to his second wife, Jeanette Christensen, ended in 1983 when it was revealed he was having an affair with a 15-year-old girl who he described as a woman child, is how he described the girls that he would be with. He called them woman child. This, again, one of Donald Trump's best friends. And then he had a marriage to Aline Worlminger, who was a 17-year-old from the Look of the Year competition. A 2020 Guardian investigation into Elite's Look of the Year competition uncovered allegations from former contestants and industry insiders that these competitions, the events that I'm about to show you that Trump attended as well, were used by Casablancas and others to engage in sexual relationships with vulnerable young models, some of whom were teenagers. The allegations range from sexual harassment, exploitation, and in some cases rape. The investigation highlighted a culture where young girls, often aged 14 to 18, were exposed to older men in powerful positions at events like after parties where alcohol was served to minors. Okay, so now I have the video.
Wait a minute, fam. I know you just heard that. Big Pop in the building. I know y'all just heard that, fam. Hit that like button, subscribe. We about to cook. This Casablanca guy on the pageant, young girls, Epstein there, Trump there. Trump is literally there sitting, looking at these little girls' bodies. He's looking at your daughter's bodies, your niece's bodies, your little cousin's bodies. That's what he's doing. And his partner doing it with him. What's up, knucklehead? We up in here. Oh, what we got going on here, family? Oh, let me tell you about it, fam. They done found footage of Trump, dog, looking at the little girls' little pageant. You know, like the look. You ever seen the shit on TV where the girls be having a little pageant? You know, the little girls with their mamas and shit, the little pageant shit. Trump is at the pageant looking at the little girls, judging them. Hold up, as a man, knowing somebody telling you that you can go to a little girl pageant and judge them off how they look, what man in their right mind gonna be comfortable with that? I'll wait. Your president looking at little girls and he at the pageant and he ain't got no excuse for it. What we talking about? The nerve of this man. The embarrassment to be living in the United States and your president at a young girl pageant rating their bodies. That means he's looking at their bodies and their shape. He's looking at what they own and what they doing and how they coming. What? Oh, this out of hand.
Look, fathers, join them on the dance floor, pressing themselves
hit
against
that like
the
button,
girls.
subscribe, man. We about to cook, fam.
In a suit wrapped his arms around two young models, underage girls, leering into the film camera that was documenting the evening. Can you get some beautiful women around me, please?
King in the building. What's up,
fam?
family?
Of New York was one of
Chris Smith in the building. What's up, fam?
Donald Trump, then 45, attended with a group of 58 aspiring young models that
58 inspiring young models. What I tell you about people that's young, inspiring, actors, athletes, singers, rappers. Inspiring. And then they come across these people that can give them an opportunity and these people take advantage of them. And that's why we here with Dilla T and No Filters speaking on this for the community, for letting my fam know that this is what your people running into if they trying to get a deal. Open up your eyes. Let's go.
Again, mostly underage girls. And it talks about how this was part of the elite Look of the Year competition. Elite model management was run by John Casablancas. He since died in 2013. So Casablancas' marriage to his second wife, Jeanette Christensen, ended in 1983 when it was revealed he was having an affair with a 15-year-old girl who he described as a woman child, is how he described the girls that he would be with. He called them woman child. This was, again, one of Donald Trump's best friends. And then he had a marriage to Aline Worlminger, who was a 17-year-old from the Look of the Year competition. A 2020 Guardian investigation into Elite's Look of the Year competition uncovered allegations from former contestants and industry insiders that these competitions, the events that I'm about to show you that Trump attended as well, were used by Casablancas and others to engage in sexual relationships with vulnerable young models, some of whom were teenagers. The allegations range from sexual harassment, exploitation, and in some cases rape. The investigation highlighted a culture where young girls, often aged 14 to 18, were exposed to older men in powerful positions at events like after parties where alcohol was served to minors. So now I have the videotape of the Look of the Year 1991 competition. I have the full event. It's too hard to watch. If you want me to post it, I'll post it on another thread. But let me just show you some of the lowlights of this event. This is what happened, and you can see that these are young girls. These are little girls dressed like in very little clothing, dancing and watch for yourself. Let's play it.
A Look of the Year contest is the ultimate contest for women that want to go all the way in the modeling business. Featuring 58 of the world's most beautiful young women, competing for more than $700,000 in prizes. Wow. The chance of a dream come true, a career as one of modeling's superstars. We'll take you behind the scenes and onto the runway. You see the fun, feel the excitement. You'll pick your favorite, along with our panel of expert and celebrity judges. Enjoy front row VIP seating at our gala evening. One of these contestants will be selected as the Girls Look of the Year.
And then here's another clip where it talks.
That's what they own, fam.
So here's another clip right here of the kind of pre.
Hold on. Let's get right. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. You already know what we doing. We cooking in there. Hold up, let's get right. King says, bruh, even 25 is good, man. What the fuck? Excuse my language, oh my God. Tens and K said, how's it going? All good, family. We here with your boy Dilla T. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. CC says, Epstein and Trump fought over a 13-year-old that looked like Ivana Trump. Wow, that's crazy work, CC. The cool guy says, did Cockroach set Theo up? I don't know, fam. Ricky McDonald said, none of this is new. Hey, Ricky, this could possibly be new for you or me or my family that's on my channel, in my house, because we fam. It ain't about what's new. It's about who is it new to. Because you know how many people that don't know Lil Wayne in this world? You know how many people that don't know Diddy in this world, but they've been around for decades doing the world bad and don't nobody even know it. Please don't come up in here talking about what's new and what ain't. Because if my fam don't know it, we gonna put it out there here with Dilla T and no filters. Get right, fam. Get right. Let's go.
The finals, if you will, and the investigation highlighted a culture.
Open up your eyes, open up your ears. Look at what's going on. Let's go.
Were exposed to older men in powerful positions at events like after parties where alcohol was served to minors. Okay, so now I have the videotape of the Look of the Year 1991 competition. I have the full event. It's too hard to watch. If you want me to post it, I'll post it on another thread. But let me just show you some of the lowlights of this event. This is what happened, and you can see that these are young girls. These are little girls dressed like in very little clothing, dancing and watch for yourself. Let's play it.
A Look of the Year contest is the ultimate contest for women that want to go all the way in the modeling business. featuring 58 of the world's most beautiful young women, competing for more than $700,000 in prizes. The chance of a dream come true, career as one of modeling's superstars. We'll take you behind the scenes and onto the runway. You see the fun, feel the excitement. You'll pick your favorite, along with our panel of expert and celebrity judges. Enjoy front row VIP seating at our gala evening.
What?
One of these contestants will be selected as the Girl's Look of the Year.
And then here's another clip where it talks, and you heard Donald Trump there as well. So here's another clip right here of the kind of pre-competition to get into the finals, if you will. And just watch how creepy this is. Here, play this clip.
58 contestants participated in an exhaustive round of personal interviews designed to help our judges discover what makes each one special.
Okay, thank you very much.
The concentration was intense inside the judging room.
I don't like you as you are.
And out.
I'm just so excited.
Each girl was considered not only for her beauty and poise, but also for her personality and that indefinable
Something extra that makes a top model.
Okay, let's pull your hair back 1 second. All right, thank you very much. Good luck with tonight.
Thank you.
When it came time to choose the 21 finalists, emotions ran high as each judge expressed his or her opinion.
You said she was the best, and I said, yeah.
Non, je te dis non, je te trouve...
Hold up, let's get right in here right now. So you telling me you got grown women, grown men in this same room watching this happen? And see, what's crazy is, to me, in my mind, I'm like, okay, you got all modeling agencies, all age groups. Respect to that, that's fine. But why you got a real estate billionaire in the room looking at these girls? I'll wait. Everybody in the room seems as if they're qualified to be in the position that they're in. But yet you got this man right here, sitting there really looking like he been recruiting models all his life. This boy been recruiting houses, property, the money all his life. I swear to God, if I find out one of y'all out here giving Trump a pass, when I catch up with you. Because you got to be out your rabbit mind to be, you voted for that. Oh yeah, you was rocking with that. You agreed with that. And now you see what that was doing back then. And now that is out here. See, a lot of us got a lot that happened in our past. But I sure thought you ain't thought you was finna be running for president. A lot of y'all been having your life going on, but you ain't think you was finna be running for manager of your business, did you? You ain't thought you finna be in position. But now, 2025, they want you. And now they gotta look into your background. And this what you got in your background? You're sick, disgusting. You should be hung by your throat with the forks. He at the pageant with old girl them, 14, 15. And what's funny is, he knew who they was. Why? Because the guy that owned the pageant knew how they were recruiting the age. He has no excuse.
Now, one of the things that we know as well is that
Al
Donald
Craig in
Trump,
the
and
building.
he
What's up?
talked
Murder
about
Pose.
this, that
What's
he
up
would,
with
inspect the
Rico?
girls
What's up,
in the
family?
beauty
Brent,
pageants
what's
that he
up,
would
family?
hold. You know, he held a lot of beauty pageants, so you'll just, whichever beauty pageants he's talking about here, and he would look at them naked, and he would inspect them, and he said, because...
Oh, hold up. Did you hear that? Fam, did you just hear what he said? You better open up your ears. You better open up your ears right now. Now keep rolling up. Get your drink. Sit down. Keep rolling up, fam. Don't let it fall. Hear what I just said. I'm gonna bring it back for you, fam. You.
One of the things that we know as well is that Donald Trump, and he talked about this, that he would inspect the girls in the beauty pageants that he would hold. You know, he held a lot of beauty pageants, so you'll just, whichever beauty pageants he's talking about here, and he would look at them naked and he would inspect them. And he said because he was the leader of the competition, he was the owner, you can inspect them naked. He said, you do it when you're the leader. They let you do it.
Is you crazy?
Is on audio.
What you talking about?
There, and so you can just hear it.
What you talking about? That man said out his mouth, he be looking at them, inspecting them. Al Craig, open your ears. Don't tell me you ain't hearing this, boy. We all on the line right now. Trump said out his own mouth he be inspecting them little girls. We bringing it back for y'all that ain't opening up your ears. Hit that like button, subscribe right now, fam. You see the donations of the Cash App. You see the super chat. We cooking. You see what's going on here.
Words.
What?
Now, one of the things that we know as well is that Donald Trump, and he talked about this, that he would inspect the girls in the beauty pageants that he would hold. You know, he held a lot of beauty pageants, so you'll just, whichever beauty pageants he's talking about here, and he would look at them naked and he would inspect them. And he said because he was the leader of the competition, he was the owner, you can inspect them naked. He said, you do it when you're the leader. They let you do it. Here he is on audio saying that to Howard Stern, so you can just hear in his own words, so you know that I'm not paraphrasing. Just hear what he says. Here, play this clip.
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting.
Right,
I want to make sure that
like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things.
And then we have the confirmation of what's happening.
Did you hear the last part? He said, you have these incredible looking women, but I sort of get away with things. Then the fact that he said that because I'm the owner, I can just walk around and do what I want. See, this is where people are taking advantage of their powers and their position. You create this pageant, and then you do it just so you can use your perverted, sick, and disgusting pedo ways to take advantage of it, and then say, oh, it's nothing. I can do that because I'm in charge. That's nothing. I own all of that. So it's nothing. But if I own that, real men, real people, real fathers, I own all of that. I'm going to put this woman in position to observe these little girls and who need to be who for the stage. And if you don't agree, kill yourself. I don't care if I own a pageant or what's going on. Boy, if it ain't no music video with a grown and sexy grown models, oh, that's what we observe. That's what we picking out. But if we talking about we own a modeling company or a pageant that's of age under, oh, we finna get mamas. We finna get aunties. We finna get women involved to handle that. Because ain't no men looking at no little girls naked about no pageant or no modeling. I don't care what you own. I don't care what you in position of. You sick mother. You don't get no pass. And Trump over here acting like he get a pass. Let's go.
From some of the contestants in the beauty pageant. Like, here was Miss 2006 North Carolina describing what would happen when Donald Trump would show up in the room. Let's play it.
Is it normal to see men?
Okay, and you see these incredible.
Somebody about to describe what it was like back then when Trump used to come in the room after Trump just said he would observe the girls himself. Let's go.
Women. And so I sort of get away with things.
And then we have the confirmation of what's happening from some of the contestants in the beauty pageant. Like, here was Miss 2006 North Carolina describing what would happen when Donald Trump would show up in the room. Let's play it.
Is it normal to see men in dressing rooms at pageants and the owner of the pageant?
No. The director of the North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, and Alabama pageants, it's very much a family atmosphere. She doesn't even go backstage when the girls are getting ready. Only the female chaperones are allowed backstage in the dressing rooms with the girls. I've never had an experience where there were men or directors or anything like that walking back in the dressing rooms.
Yeah. As I understand, there you have an experience of something that happened the night before the pageant?
Well, not the night before the pageant, but when we were in New York City on the media tour, they were doing a book launch at Trump Towers for the Universal Beauty book, and they had a bunch of former Miss USAs and Miss Universes and all 51 of us, and we did the red carpet, and that was tons of fun. And then they lined us all up, and Trump went down the line, and he shook your hand and, looked you over, looked you up and down, head to toe. And was just checking everybody out.
And you thought?
Fam, hit that like button right now. Subscribe right now. We cooking. What are you doing? This woman is talking, and clearly her face is seeming very uncomfortable. Because she was like, the president of the United States used to come in the room, shake your hand, and turn you around like, like a man shake a woman's hand, like, hey, how you doing? And then hold that hand up and make a turn and twirl and done. Let me look at you. Yeah, you remember that hand? When you see that woman and you put that hand up, the woman already know once that hand go up, that means twirl, let me look at you. Let me see how you coming. Let me see what you're working with. Let me see how you living. Huh? Yeah, that's what they had to go through. At 14, 13, 14, they don't know nothing about that, boy. You got to be a grown woman to know. When a man grab your hand and go here, that woman knows she about to twirl. She about to turn around and show it off. Kids don't know nothing. So this woman evidently is so uncomfortable that she said how bad it was back then. She can still feel it now. Because look how she talking. Let's go.
Okay, and you see these incredible looking women, and so I sort of get away with things.
And then we have the confirmation.
And he keeps saying incredible looking women like they grown women. These incredible looking girls that you trying to look at like they women. Trump need to be. Well, I can't even say it because he the president of the United States. You hear me? Let me hold up. You hear me, fam? I was finna lose it. Let me hold up. He the president. Calm down. You right, King. Bruh. Let's go.
Of what's happening from some of the contestants in the beauty pageant. Like, here was Miss 2006 North Carolina describing what would happen when Donald Trump would show up in the room.
Listen to her.
Is it normal to see men in dressing rooms at pageants and the owner of the pageant?
No.
No.
The director of the North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, and Alabama pageants, it's very much a family atmosphere. She doesn't even go backstage when the girls are getting ready. Only the female chaperones are allowed backstage in the dressing room.
What?
With the girls. I've never had an experience where there were men or directors or anything like that walking back in the dressing rooms.
Yeah. As I understand, there
crazy word.
Something that happened the night before the pageant.
Well, not the night before the pageant, but when we were in New York City on the media tour, they were doing a book launch at Trump Towers for the Universal Beauty book, and they had a bunch of former Miss USAs and Miss Universes and all 51 of us, and we did the red carpet, and that was tons of fun. And then they lined us all up, and Trump went down the line, and he shook your hand and, looked you over, looked you up and down, head to toe, and was just checking everybody out.
And you thought you felt?
I felt very dirty. It was very creepy. It's kind of like when you're at a bar and a creepy guy is checking you out. That was the experience for me.
Now here is Miss Arizona.
Crazy work, fam!
Tasha Dixon is her name.
Hold up. Let's breathe for a second. Let's get right. Shout out to fam in the building, FAM. Let me know where you from. Let me know how you coming. FAM in the building. I need to know where my family is. What we doing, you already know. I need to know. We need to check it in. Make sure we understand what's going on. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking right now. I can't believe what we hearing right now out of our ears. I need to know that family understand. Because wherever you from in the world, we all fam. And we all in the same community. And we got to make sure it's right. There's no way this is going on. Let's go. What's up, JC? I see you, fam. Miss Montana in the building. What's up, Linda? I see you. Mom, I see you, family. What's up? Which I appreciate you being here. Elizabeth, how you be, family? Guy Fox, appreciate you, fam. Eddie, the villager in the building. Miranda here. Eugene Pruitt. Ain't seen you in a minute, my dog. How you been? I appreciate you coming in. We hitting that like button. We subscribing. We cooking. Let's go.
What she observed when she was in the competitions. Here, play this clip.
He just came strolling right in. There was no second to put a robe on or any sort of clothing or anything. Some girls were topless, other girls were naked.
As Miss Arizona 2001, Tasha Dixon competed in the Miss USA pageant. Donald Trump owned the contest along with Miss Universe and Miss Teen USA for 19 years.
Our first introduction to him was when we were at the dress rehearsal and half naked, changing into our bikinis. To have the owner come waltzing in when we're naked or half naked in a very physically vulnerable position, and then to have the pressure of the people that work for him telling us to go fawn all over him, go walk up to him, talk to him.
And Dixon has strong opinions about what she thinks were Trump's motivations.
I'm telling you, Donald Trump owned the pageant for the reason to utilize his power to get, around beautiful women.
Dixon, who lives in West Hollywood, was 18 at the time.
Who do you complain to? He owns the pageant. So there's no one to complain to. Everyone there works for him.
The year she competed, the theme was empowering women. And after hearing recent audio of Trump talking about women, she decided to speak out.
I'm Miss Arizona, so I veer more on the conservative side. But I just like to choose what's right.
We should also remember how Donald Trump.
Oh, that's crazy work. Let's go.
And was.
Let's go.
North Carolina.
Listen.
Describing what would happen.
These are women telling you what happened.
Let's play it.
Is it normal to see men in dressing rooms at pageants? And the owner of the pageant?
No. The director of the North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, and Alabama pageants, it's very much a family atmosphere. She doesn't even go backstage when the girls are getting ready. Only the female chaperones are allowed backstage in the dressing rooms with the girls. I've never had an experience where there were men or directors or anything like that walking back in the dressing rooms.
Yeah. As I understand it, you have an experience of something that happened the night before the pageant?
Well, not the night before the pageant, but when we were in New York City on the media tour, they were doing a book launch at Trump Towers for the Universal Beauty book, and they had a bunch of former Miss USAs and Miss Universes and all 51 of us, and we did the red carpet, and that was tons of fun. And then they lined us all up, and Trump went down the line.
What's up, Javon?
Shook your hand.
What's up, Matt?
Looked you over, looked you up and down, head to toe, and was just checking everybody out.
Wow.
And you thought you felt?
I felt very dirty. It was very creepy. It's kind of like when you're at a bar and a creepy guy is checking you out. that was the experience for me.
Now here is Miss Arizona 2001. Tasha Dixon is her name, describing what she observed when she was in the competitions. Here, play this clip.
He just came strolling right in. There was no second to put a robe on or any sort of clothing or anything. Some girls were topless, other girls were naked.
As Miss Arizona 2001, Tasha Dixon competed in the Miss USA pageant. Donald Trump owned the contest along with Miss Universe and Miss Teen USA for 19 years.
Our first introduction to him was when we were at the dress rehearsal and half naked changing into our bikinis. To have the owner come waltzing in when we're naked or half naked in a very physically vulnerable position, and then to have the pressure of the people that work for him telling us to go fawn all over him, go walk up to him, talk to him.
And Dixon has strong opinions about what she thinks were Trump's motivations.
I'm telling you, Donald Trump owned the pageant for the reason to utilize his power to get, around beautiful women.
Dixon, who lives in West Hollywood, was 18 at the time.
Who do you complain to? He owns the pageant. So there's no one to complain to. Everyone there works for him.
The year she competed, the theme was empowering women. And after hearing recent audio of Trump talking about women, she decided to speak out.
I'm Miss Arizona, so I veer more on the conservative side. But I just like to choose what's right.
We should also remember how Donald Trump treated Alicia Machado. She was Miss Universe 1996. And Donald Trump described her as being too heavy and too overweight, and that he had to work on the way she looked. I mean, just completely misogynistic and shaming, and just how ridiculous is this? But here's a clip of Donald Trump next to Alicia Machado talking about that. Here, play this clip.
For the first time in the history of the pageant, viewers can actually participate. There'll be a question up, and the viewers can actually call in and vote. Let's bring up the question. It says, should a pageant title holder be required to maintain her physical appearance during her reign? Why do you think this is an important question the viewers would care about?
Well, it's something that really has come up over the last year, and Alicia has done an incredible job. She really has turned out to be one of the great Miss Universes, I will say. And she had a little problem during the middle where she gained a little weight.
Hold up, dog. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking. This man is sitting on the side of this woman that was young at the time. Clearly, he's groomed and changed her. And at this point now, she's in a position to have to figure out what her life is, knowing that Trump is involved and in charge. Why? Because he owns the pageant. I never knew that Trump had all these pageants. But see, this is what I want to tell you about lame people. Lame people. Because if you have all that money and that you can throw every pageant that you want, why do you have to throw underage pageants to make that thing seem something like it matters? Why you not throwing grown woman pageants with America's Next Top Models or something? I'll wait. You got all that money, but you choose to deal with your friends' underage pageancy, knowing that that man got accused of dealing with a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old, and you still dealt with him. See, we right now breaking down the levels of what Trump really are and what he really is. Because he's chosen to do those things. And it's just as well we know, if it walk like a duck, if it quack like a duck, it's a duck. He don't get to make that up.
So
Machado, she was Miss Universe 1996. And Donald Trump described her as being too heavy and too overweight, and that he had to work on the way she looked. I mean, just completely misogynistic and shaming, and just how ridiculous is this? But here's a clip of Donald Trump next to Alicia Machado talking about that. Here, play this clip.
For the first time in the history of the pageant, viewers can actually participate. There'll be a question up, and the viewers can actually call in and vote. Let's bring up the question. It says, should a title holder
hit that like button, family, subscribe. We cooking.
during her reign? Why do you think this is an important question the viewers would care about?
Well, it's something that really has come up over the last year, and Alicia has done an incredible job. She really has turned out to be one of the great Miss Universes, I will say. And she had a little problem during the middle where she gained a little weight.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's probably right.
I don't think so.
Okay. And so
let's talk about that debate, because it's interesting. The viewers are going to make a decision today, and they're going to vote in one way or the other. Alicia, do you think that should matter? Because after all, you were voted in as being the most beautiful woman in the world.
I am the most beautiful woman in the world.
I certainly don't doubt that.
With 20 pounds or no pounds, I am the most beautiful woman in the world.
Do you not think that it's important to maintain a certain look during that year?
Yes, of course, but I think all women in the world have a problem with the weight.
Right.
And I think maybe I had some problem with this, but I'm fine now. And I think 15 pounds is nothing with 20 years old. And I think the most important for the next Miss Universe, and then is no more dinners, no more lunch, no more breakfast, and no more when you travel, diplomatic dinners and parties.
I think what Donald's talking about, and I think most people agree, that there is a look to Miss
And
Universe.
more time for go to the gym. It's very important because when you are Miss Universe, you don't have time for nothing.
Right. Donald, how do you think that this Miss Universe will be different from the others?
well, I don't know that it's going to be different. We have many beautiful women, and it's actually incredible. I was over there today, and the women are magnificent. And so I don't think it's going to be different. It's going to be more of the same.
And just to remind you of the issues regarding Alicia Machado, they came out in the 2016 election. Hillary Clinton brought it up. Here's a nice summation of what went down. Here, play this clip.
And some people, when they have pressure, don't eat. And some people, when they have pressure, eat too much, like me, but like Alicia.
And she had a little problem during the middle where she gained a little weight.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's probably right.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Donald Trump called you Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
First of all, why this man... First of all, hit that like button, family. Subscribe right now. We cooking. We're not playing with nobody. Your president, my president, sitting on this screen talking about a woman and her weight. And that's not really the problem. The problem is that he's at a pageant that's an underage pageant. That's one. Two, he's still there after knowing he's at an underage pageant. And he has no problem. The problem I have is we living in a time where the good is looked at as bad and bad is looked at as good. We living in a time where your president of the United States past can come up and know that it affects his future and nothing is happening. We living in a time where you have no voice, but yet you feel the same way knowing what's coming out because you can't do nothing. The reason why we have to expose Trump is because we all in the same community. Open up your eyes, fam, your ears. We all in the same community. If your president did this at some point in his life, not saying he's even doing it now, but the fact he done it at some point in his life, do you think that they wouldn't bury you or me because they know that the first time they heard that you or me would have done something like this, they would have buried us under the ground 10 foot deep. But yet, we got to play these games with Trump. Why we got to play these games with Trump? That's the conversation tonight. Why do we have to play these games with Trump? We know he the president. We know his situation. We know what's going on. Problem I'm having is, who is the ear that listens to the voice of reason to act now? Because if it was you or me, they would have hung us dry. But the fact that it's this guy, we sitting there playing circus court like Diddy. We playing circus stories, like you know the regular stories. right? You got to understand something right now. Trump is not the president of the United States. Trump is the president of the elite. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Trump is the president of the elite. Why? Because he's protecting himself and the elite. Trump is not the president of the United States. You understand me? Because everything he's done and doing is only done for himself and none of us. Let me say that again. It has only been done for himself and not of us. Let's keep going.
Like me, but like Alicia. And she had a little problem doing the middle where she gained a little weight.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's probably right.
I don't think so.
Donald Trump called you Miss Piggy.
Yeah, Miss Piggy, Miss
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Well, how did that make you feel?
So sad.
Congratulations, you're citizens of the United States. Donald, she has a name.
Where did you find
Her
it?
name
Where
is
did you find
Alicia
this?
Machado.
Where did you find
and
it?
she has become a U.S. citizen, and you can bet she's going to vote this November.
Okay, good.
And if you remember, there was a time where Donald Trump's competitions were being boycotted because when some of these allegations were coming out, and he talked about grabbing women by their genitals without consent. Here's how they were talking about it at the Miss USA competition in Louisiana. Play this clip.
We saw that Donald Trump announced on Twitter he would not be here for the pageant tonight. How does that change things for you? I'm sorry, something interrupted me. I'm wondering if that changes anything as far as the pageant goes tonight, or as far as the brand of the pageant tonight. You know, as I said 2 or 3 weeks ago, this pageant is an opportunity to be about the women and the city, and that's what we're focusing on. And you know what? It's good for us that we're just focusing full steam ahead. It hasn't really changed because that's all we've been doing for the last few days. And I know that there's a big campaign going on out west, and we're focusing here in Louisiana.
And then I'll add this as well. Here's Donald Trump talking about Lindsay Lohan on Howard Stern. Lindsay Lohan at this point was either 17 years old or just turned 18. I forget.
Let's listen.
But she was very young when Donald Trump made these statements about her. Here, play this clip.
What do you think of Lindsay Lohan now? I think she's hot. There's something there, right? Yes. But you have to like freckles. I've seen a close-up of her chest. Yes. And a lot of freckles. Are you into freckles?
What?
If the father's erect like the way he is, right? You imagine the sex with this troubled? Yeah, you're probably right. She's probably deeply troubled and therefore great in bed. Back in the day. How come the deeply troubled women? Yes. You know, deeply troubled. Right. They're always the best in bed. If for some reason what I said is true, I mean, they're just unbelievable. I can tell from the. You don't want to be with them for the long term, but for the short term, there's nothing.
And this is what Donald Trump had to say about Paris Hilton when she was 12.
Let's bring that back.
I saw that Donald Trump announced on Twitter he would not be here for the pageant tonight. How does that change things for you?
What?
I'm sorry, something interrupted me. I'm wondering if that changes anything as far as the pageant goes tonight, or as far as the brand of the pageant tonight. You know, as I said,
Marshmallow in the building. What's up, Marshmallow? We here, family.
The women and the city, and that's what we're focusing on. And you know what? It's good for us that we're just focusing full steam ahead. It hasn't really changed because that's all we've been doing for the last few days. And I know that there's a big campaign going on out west, and we're focusing here in Louisiana.
And then I'll add this as well. Here's Donald Trump talking about Lindsay Lohan on Howard Stern. Lindsay Lohan at this point was either 17 years old or just turned 18. I forget. But but she was very young when Donald Trump made these statements about her. Here, play this clip.
What do you think of Lindsay Lohan now? I think she's hot. There's something there, right? Yes. But you have to like freckles. I've seen a close-up of her chest. Yes. And a lot of freckles. Are you into freckles? If the father's erect like the way he is, right? You imagine the sex with this troubled? Yeah, you're probably right. She's probably deeply troubled and therefore great in bed. Back in the day. How come the deeply troubled women? Yes. Deeply troubled. Right. They're always the best in bed. If for some reason what I said is true, I mean, they're just unbelievable. I can tell from the. You don't want to be with them for the long term, but for the short term, there's nothing.
And this is what Donald Trump had to say about Paris Hilton when she was 12 years old. Here, play this clip.
Really beautiful is Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton. And I've known Paris Hilton from the time she's 12. She's hot. Her parents are friends of mine. And, the first time I saw her, she walked into the room and said, who the hell is that? Did you want to bang her? She is at 12, I wasn't interested. I've never been into that. Right. They've sort of always stuck around that 25 category. But even at 12, you were kind of
No, but
wow, I saw at 12, she was beautiful. But honestly, Paris gets knocked and this and that. But she's very beautiful. She is flawless. She's dumb like a fox.
Have you seen the video, the sex video?
I have seen it.
You did. What'd you do?
It was just.
How did you see that? What did you do?
Melania showed it to me.
She did?
She showed it to me.
What did you think of that?
I think it's probably unfortunate, and perhaps it made. What is that noise?
That's the tape.
So I share all of that with you, the relationships with Casablanca, elite management. I show you those two video clips there. And you can see what was going on, obviously, in light of everything that's happening with Trump covering up the Epstein files. The information is all out there before our eyes. Anyway, hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers. And
ain't no way, fam, if we don't know what's going on. Because at the end of the day, ain't no way we just heard all of that. See, I wanted you all to hear everything. I didn't want you to hear me. I wanted you to hear everything. Why? Because we have receipts. Why? Because we wanted people to be put on Front Street. Why? Because you can't say nothing if you support that man at this point. Why? Because at the end of the day, you need to open up your eyes, fam. Don't come up in here and act like we tripping because we giving up information that the world feel like they already know. No, you dealing with Dilla T and no filters. And at this point, my fam need to know everything that's going on and how we moving and why we moving in the manner that we moving in. At the end of the day, if we don't move in this manner, we don't get nowhere. You understand? If we don't pop off in this manner, we don't know what's really going on. You understand? That's what's going on, fam. And that's why we need to know what's happening. That's the realness. That's the deal. Because at the end of the day, if you don't agree with it, then I need to know what you're doing. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking. I need to know what you believe in. You just heard your president, Donald Trump, involved with underage women at a pageant, that they have allowed him to come in, observe, examine, and make full-fledged decisions on. While other grown people are there, grown women, grown mothers, grown fathers. Clearly, he's not the only one that's sick in the brain. So don't sit back here and act like you don't. You better believe it. Because you don't need to open up your eyes now to see what's going on. You can see it now. You can hear. You can hear what's going on, fam. You telling me that you really got to see something in the news saying like World War III started, so start running? Or life as we know it is different, so start changing? You can look at something and know life is changing. You can look at what's going on in the world and know that the times have changed. And if you still living up under a rock, then you need to know that Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is embarrassing the entire country. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let's go. We have to make sure we know what's going on here with Dilla T and no filters, fam. Let's get right.
Article in the description box below. I'm gonna pin one in the comment section as well as Donald J. Trump, man. Major.
Julia, what's up, fam? Julia, Diamond in the building.
Now, more information is coming forward about the current president of the United States of America, as now in a New York Times article published today, Donald J. Trump, a controversial relationship between him and late financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, according to the report. Now a different woman than the one.
Hit that like button, family. Subscribe. We cooking.
And if you guys didn't check out the other video today, y'all need to go back.
What's up, Maya Marie? I appreciate you pulling up. You already know. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We here. Cash App at the top. Super chat on your side. Let's get it popping, family.
Of Jeffrey Epstein. Now, according to the reports, a controversial relationship between him and late financier and convicted
Maddie B, what's
Jeffrey
up with
Epstein, according to the report.
Marshmallow, you already know what it is.
What we told y'all about in the other video we did today. And
Tracy, what's up with you? Nick, what's up with you?
Check the other video we did earlier today so y'all will see the woman that we talked about in the other video. This is a different woman coming out. This woman,
Victor in the building, famous 247. What's up, family?
Employee of Jeffrey Epstein. Now, according to the reports, Maria Farmer is her name, a former employee of.
Hey, watch your mouth. You hear me? Just because we in the text message and stuff like that, don't mean you can talk that to me. You hear me? Don't tell me I talk too much. You hear me? Because the things I'm saying, my people need to be broken down in layman terms. You understand what I'm saying? Don't tell me I talk too much, fam. You need to listen too much, because clearly you ain't heard nothing. Watch your mouth. Get him, fam.
Epstein called the FBI in both 1996.
King Boogie, it is true.
Called the FBI again in 2006 on Donald Trump about what she described as a troubling encounter.
Hit that like button, subscribe right now, family. We cooking.
So she called the FBI in 1996 and in 2006 about what she described as a troubling encounter with Donald Trump in 1995.
Shout out Victor
of Jeffrey Epstein in New York. Now, this revelation adds a new layer to the ongoing scrutiny of Epstein's network and Donald Trump's association with Jeffrey Epstein, raising questions about what law enforcement did with the information that she provided. Now,
Southern Queen, LA, what's up, mommy?
Jeffrey Epstein in the mid-1990s recounted an incident that occurred in 1995 when she was preparing to take on a role with the financier Jeffrey Epstein. According to Mrs. Maria Farmer, Jeffrey Epstein unexpectedly called her to his Manhattan office late one night. She arrived dressed casually in running shorts, and Donald J. Trump, then a prominent real estate mogul, arrived shortly thereafter, dressed in a business suit. Maria Farmer alleges that Donald Trump hovered over her in a manner that she found very unsettling. She claims she reported the encounter to both the New York Police Department and the FBI in 1996.
Wow.
Alongside her allegations of sexual assault by none other than Jeffrey Epstein and his associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. And she's not lying, ladies and gentlemen. Here's why she's not lying. There's receipts. So to the person that's in the comment section, Jack Strap sniffing saying, where's the proof? Know your role and shut your mouth, like The Rock said. Know your role and shut your mouth, boy. Know your role and shut your mouth. And get off them knees, boy. Now let's talk about it. So, she claims that she reported the encounter to both the New York Police Department and the
Shout
FBI
out to Hoop Queen. Just subscribe, family. I appreciate your love. Your Dilla T. No filters. Monday through Friday, 9 p.m., family.
His associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. She
Victor
reiterated
here, what's
her
up?
concerns about Trump's behavior and his close ties to Epstein during a second FBI interview in 2006. Maria Farmer's account is supported by handwritten notes from her 2006 FBI interview. Which
wow, that's crazy work. You already know, family. We want to definitely shout out to fam in the comments. You already know, hit that like button, subscribe. You already know, Cash App in the comments. Shout out to Anthony Smith with the $5 donation in the Cash App. You already know what it is. Shout out to Mona Thompson with the $10 donation in the Cash App. Shout out to fam in the building. Shout out to Malik Omar with the $10 donation in the super sticker. Shout out to you, family. Nene Love Savvy TV with the $1 donation in the super sticker. Shout out to you, family. You know it. Shout out to Chill and Joy. Chill and Joy with the $1 donation in the super sticker. Shout out to you, family. You already know we here. Shout out to Smith with the $2 donation in the super chat. Shout out to you, family. Shout out to Nene Love Savvy T once again with the $1 donation in the super sticker. That's real. Nene Love Savvy TV with the $1 donation in the super sticker. That's real. Shout out to Asia Tyree Show with the $5 donation in the super chat. I appreciate you, family. You already know that's real. Nene Love Savvy TV with the $5 donation in the super chat. Malik Omar with the $10 donation in the super chat. Once again, family, we here. You already know it's real. Shout out to Otero Lee with the $5 donation in the super sticker for the night. You already know it's real. Shout out to Shari Isbell with the $3 donation in the super sticker. Got a shout out to my family and them, and last but not least, shout out to Nene Love Savvy TV for the $5 donation in the super chat. It's all real. It's all love. Hit that like button. Subscribe, family. You already see it. Donation, Cash App, it is pinned at the top of the chat. You see it in the super. Let's go, family.
that she was directed by the New York Police Department's 6th Precinct to contact the FBI in 1996. However, the publicly released portions of these FBI records do not explicitly mention Donald Trump.
Roast marks are built differently.
That's real, family. We ain't got to go through that.
Are designed to dissolve under the...
And significant sections remain redacted. That means covered up. The FBI has not commented on Mrs. Farmer's claims, and no official records from the 1996 report have yet to be made public from this administration. Mrs. Farmer expressed frustration over the years, wondering whether the federal authorities acted on her concerns about Donald Trump or others in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit. Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were known to have been friendly for at least 15 years. To the person who said it sounds like BS, I'm sorry. Doesn't sound like BS. Sounds like a lot of truth to me because they have documentation, sucker. Point blank period. Once again, the FBI has that documentation. This is way before Trump decided to run for president. This is just when he was a businessman. Now, I know you're tempted to jockstrap sniff. I know you're tempted to praise and worship a man that you wish to be perfect. I know that. You wish that you can praise a man without any limits who have been convicted of 34 felonies. I know that you wish you could continue to praise the man who says anybody who disagrees with me, something ain't right about it. Anybody who asks for full transparency about the Jeffrey Epstein files, they're troublemakers.
Let's get right. Let's get right, family. Hit that like button, subscribe right now. We're about to cook this man Anybody that's charged about something that can show the truth, or anybody that can show that they're innocent, anybody that's charged about something that they can show the truth and that they're innocent, why wouldn't you show that you're innocent? I'll wait. Why wouldn't you show you innocent, especially in a position that you in the office? See, you know what's funny? When you lying and you BSing, you gonna do this whole runaround to see who gonna run around with you. That's the difference, fam, about why people do the run around when they guilty, because they want to know who gonna run around with them. And think about it. If you got all these people that's gonna run around with you in your lie, at some point you're gonna start losing people, right? You running around in your lie. Because some people ain't built like you. You probably built to lie till you die. Other people probably built to lie in that moment. Other people probably built to lie for a second, for a minute, for an hour, for a day, for a week, for a month, for a year. But a lot of people are not built like that to lie for life. And that's where it stopped. Because you need to understand, those people that choose to lie about something and they not built like that, they only gonna lie for a certain amount of time. So they don't get to act like, oh, they gonna give you the runaround till they find out who fall off. You not like the merry-go-round at the park. Everybody get on there and you spinning around until people fall off. That's your lie. That's some of y'all lie. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't look at me like I'm tripping. Don't act like I'm tripping. Hit that like button, subscribe if you got a problem. Because we cooking. Your lies don't, you know what's funny? Your lies don't seem to travel far. Or your lies don't seem to stick. That's the problem, fam. Your lie don't stick. You need to figure out how to lie better. And put some Velcro with some stick on the back of that lie. You need to figure out how to put some syrup on the back of that lie. Some mud on the back of that lie. You need to figure that out. Because at the end of the day, your runaround lie, you running around to see who gonna run with you with that lie until that lie don't stick to nobody and it's just you, my nigga. Excuse my language. A lie is only based on who hold it. And if you the only one holding that lie, I feel sorry for you. Because it will break if it's not real. If it has no strength, that is the real. Your lie don't hold no weight. And you run around to see who's going to run around with you in your lie. And when people start falling off the lie, then you out there by yourself. Shout out to JC. He understand me. How many people lying and giving people to run around to see who's going to run around with them with that lie? And then when that lie don't stick and don't run around, and you see that lie want to sit down and don't do nothing but sit, you have nobody running with you. See, you had the pack running with you in your lie. But when the pack is falling off, all you have is the lie. And at some point, the lie is tired. Have you ever thought that the lie was tired? Not that you tired, or the people that's hearing the lie, but the lie itself is tired. Why? Because you keep using it, stupid. To dumbass. Come up with something better. No, come up with something better. You never thought the lie was tired itself? Like the words of the lie is not tired, stupid ass. You've been using that same shit for a while, dummy. Shout out to Bruce, see me in here talking about amen, brother. Rhino laughing. But that laugh is the real about why people keep using that same lie. And that lie has life. And that lie is tired. Come up with something else, fam. If you got to keep lying to the same person, shake them. Stupid. Shout out to Rhino. Hit that like button, subscribe. We in the best garage you ever seen in your life. I appreciate you, family. Let's get right. Let's get real. Let's get understood. Let's make sure we understand what's going on. Because we here with Dilla T. And this is No Filters. Let's go, family.
What this man says. You praise that. You worship that. And that will be your downfall forever and a day. Because you praise and you worship man, sir. You understand what I'm saying? And man always can let you down in life, brother. But let's keep going. Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were known to have been friendly for at least 15 years, from the late 1980s until their relationship soured around 2004, reportedly over a bidding war for a Palm Beach property. The two men were frequently seen together at social events in New York and Palm Beach, including lavish parties at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate.
Ken Lee in the building. Ken Lee, what's up, family? Palam in this thing. What's up, fam?
Video from the NBC archives shows Trump and Epstein. Excuse me, sir. You said you CBS. You weren't there. So shut the hell up. Or better for it, I'm going to block your ass. Just get out my chat room. I don't need no room for no jockstraps. You wasn't there.
If you are sleeping in a position like this,
we're not going through that, family. Let's keep going in the building.
Sleep apnea happens when you're up.
They have this on the FBI files that she actually did contact them and did have an interview with them. They actually have this, sir. So if you want to deny that, then that's your problem, sir. But I know one thing.
Matty B, don't worry about it. We heard it's your boy Dilla T. It's No Filters. I'm with you, fam.
You can never deny that, sir. You can't deny that Donald Trump said that Epstein was a good guy back in the days and said that Epstein liked the girls on the younger side. You cannot deny that. Those are factual information, sir. See, this is what happens when you put yourself in a box and you want to praise a certain man, and you're cool with downing other dudes, but you don't want to hold the other dudes accountable for the same thing you want to hold the other dudes. That's not going to work over here, sir. Sorry. We seek the truth over here.
187 King in the building, 187 King. Yo, we in here. You know to hit that like button, subscribe, family. Been waiting on G's. How you be?
The United States of America can stop getting lied to, can stop getting the screw jobs sent to them, and can start actually having government officials and elected officials that they can believe that are actually going to tell the damn truth and be transparent for a while. But I know some of y'all don't want that. Some of y'all want to get on y'all knees and praise. And no, don't come in here with, oh, what about Obama? I don't care about Obama. The hell with Obama. Obama doesn't do nothing for me. Didn't vote for him. Don't care about him. Don't think about him.
Boy, it's great. What's up, fam? You already know.
Joe Biden. Same thing with Kamala Harris. Now what? I'm going to eliminate all your lame excuses. Right? No, the Democrats. I don't care about that. I don't care about them or the Republicans. I care about.
Hold on, let me bring y'all right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Hit that like button. Subscribe right now. We cooking. Republicans, that's up in here. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Republicans, up in here. What's up, fam? Democrats, up in here. Let me say that again for the people in the back ain't listening. Democrats, up in here. What's up, fam? How you be? Cool. Independents, up in here. Let me say that again for the people in the back that ain't listening. Independents, up in here. What's up with you? Newsflash to all of you. Open your eyes, open your ears, put your thinking cap on right now. Newsflash to Democrats, Republicans, and Independents all over the nation and the planet. You have no dog. You have no bark. You have no nothing in this fight. Why? Because all of you are on the list. Yeah, you heard it here. with Dilla T and no filters. Democrats, Republicans, Independent. Y'all all on the list. So don't sit there and talk that ish to nobody in here. Because you on the list too if you claiming parties. Now, stand on business if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, or if you're an independent person that has no dog in this fight. Stand on business. Watch your mouth, though, when you come in my house, though, with my family. Because, you know, we all family in the house. Watch your mouth when you come in my house with my family. You understand? Because we all FAM. Watch your mouth. Understand what's going on. You have no dog in this fight. You have no position in this. This is all Trump. This is all Trump. And nobody has a position to go against him. Why? Because anybody that's against him, he's just moving out the way. He's not debating anything. He's just moving people out the way, family. You understand me? So don't sit up in here and act like you have a dog in this fight, because you don't. We need to understand. It ain't got so bad to where Obama, all of these people have stepped in. Oh yeah, Obama and them. Oh, we gonna cook him too. Because we need people to understand what's going on here. Obama and them have a different voice. But yet Trump and them will blame some things on Obama and started saying, hey, we're gonna start focusing on Obama. Why would he do that? If Trump is innocent, why is he not saying just release the Epstein files so ain't nobody got to worry about nothing? But yet we living in a world where we see the problem and we look to the future as if it's nothing and we doing nothing about it. Let me say that again for the people in the back rolling up. We see the problem and we ain't doing nothing about it, and we turn our heads and talk about something totally has nothing to do with the problem. Oh my God. This is bad for living. This is bad for life. This is bad for existence. Open your ears and your eyes and your mouth and shut up. Because if you ain't talking about nothing that matters, shut up. You know how many people that be talking on the side of you, or people you know that just be talking, act like they be talking about something they know something about? They don't even be knowing shit. Shut up. Just shut up. Hey, let me give y'all some of a warning. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. My bad. Some of y'all out there needed to be told that, but yet you didn't want to hear that. So let me say that again for the people in the back that don't accept it, but heard it. That's like half the problem. People don't accept what they know. You understand me, Marshmallow? My dog King, you feel me, fam? People don't accept what they know. So shut up. Listen to me again. If you don't know nothing, shut up. You know how many people be talking and don't even know what they talking about? Shut up, fam. Just shut up. You did better not talking today. You know when you say something that make more sense than living? That's what I felt when I just did this right now, Kimberly. You hear me, Kinley? 187, you better hear me today. Hey, you did better shutting the shit up today than talking. That's what you did better today. That's what you did. See, you need to know what you do good today. People be thinking you talk too damn much, but you think you talk enough. You did better being quiet today. Somebody better write that down. Woo! Let me write it down for the ones in the back that ain't get what I just said. You did better shutting up today. Yeah, that's what was better for you today. Shut up. Just shut up. You talk too much, nigga. Shut up. Let me write that down for the stupids in the back. You did better shutting up today. Oh no, I'm writing it down with us today. You see it? Stop playing with me. You did better shutting up today. I'll let you know when that shirt on the market. Play with me, fool. That's what you did better today. Oh, yeah, shout out JC. Oh, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying here. No filters. You get me, fam. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna tell you that, though, because everybody talk too much, mother. You did good shutting up today. You might want to take that with you tomorrow, because if you shut up tomorrow, you might hear something that you ain't heard in a long time. You might hear something you've been needing to hear for a while. Shut up. Just shut up. Shit, we shutting up right now listening to Trump and finding out his sick, disgusting, deranged self. You better shut up so you can find out what's going on tomorrow. You think I'm just telling you to shut up today. Julian Fries, I appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe while you yawning. I appreciate you because you still tuned in with Dilla T and no filters. Let's keep going.
The people and everybody being treated fairly and treated right. That's it. And if you have a problem with that, then that's something wrong with you and your ideology. But that's not how I roll. Point blank, period. You understand? And if you have somebody potentially that's in the head office of the land.
Shout out to Lewis Wesley, my fam in the building.
Being a 34-time convicted felon, what else are we talking about? Stop playing these games with me.
That's real, anyway, Julian.
Trump and Epstein were known to be friendly for at least 15 years, from the late 1980s until their relationship soured around 2004, reportedly over a bidding war for a Palm Beach property. The two men were frequently seen together at social events in New York and Palm Beach, including lavish parties at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate and Epstein's Upper East Side mansion. A 1992 Vic.
Let's get right quick.
Weight loss.
Because I don't think fam understand where I stand.
Including GLP-1 injections.
Fam don't know where I stand. Let's get right. Hold up. Let's get right. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We've been in here 2 hours. Let's get right. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking. Fam said, where do you stand on all this? You must be new to the channel. And I appreciate you pulling up, family. I appreciate your love. It's just boy Dilla T. There's no filters. It's family. We all family here. My fam in here right now. My fam king in the building right now. My people that's been here all this. We all FAM in here. My people are in here. Listen to me. When you ask me where I stand, they know where I stand. All pedophiles, anybody dealing with anybody underage, anybody that's dealing with anything that's against adults with adults need to be you need to be hit with a right hook, a 2 left, a roundabout. You need to be grabbed here and thrown to the knee, see your face bust out your face, and then you need to be head chopped off. Don't ask me again where I stand if you ain't subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button. Don't nobody get no pass here. Dealing with underage. I got daughters. I got nieces. I got kids, man. Like, you sick. Y'all sick, man. Like, if you ain't feeling like me, you should kill yourself. Because why wouldn't you not feel that a person that'll touch on your daughter or do your niece wrong or put their hands on an underage child, how would you not feel they need to go to hell? Or they need to kill themselves? How wouldn't you not feel that way? Dorothy G, what we talking about? She said, Dorothy G said, yes, say that again. How you ain't feeling that way if you need to be off yourself? You need to kill yourself. That's what you own. You have no place in the community. You have no place in the community. Shout out Marshmallow in the building. You have no place in the community. Don't come up in here and act like you do. Let's go.
Video, and to the person who says statute of limitation, we're not talking about statute of limitations here. We're talking about the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, tried to downplay his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, Jeffrey Epstein's Jeffrey Epstein's former employee have come out and said, hey, there's evidence that I contacted the FBI on this dude back in the day. And the FBI confirmed that they were.
Shout out to Drew Napier, new sub in the building. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. We cooking.
Way before he decided that he was going to run for president. You know, back when he was hanging out with Hillary Clinton and all them people he don't like right now. Oh, that's right. You think I'm joking? If I'm lying, I'm flying. I damn sure ain't flying. I damn sure ain't flying. I damn sure ain't flying. I damn sure.
Shout out Barber, you see me, fam?
So don't come in here with that foolishness, sir. Not gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen, sir. I got too much smoke in the city for y'all. I got too much smoke in the city. Not gonna happen. See, this is what y'all not gonna do. Cause see, y'all boy, like I said before, y'all don't ran around here and made it seem like, oh, this guy, he's special. He's against the cronies and all that other stuff. No, he ain't. He rolled with him. He rolled with him. You know, crooked Hillary and all that. Yeah, he rolled with him. That's right. I said it. You got a problem with it? Hey, catch a brick.
Shout out Tracy. I appreciate you, family. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking.
Catch a brick. Point blank. Period. I ain't got nothing over here to say but the truth. Now, like I said, truth is always going to do two things to you. It's going to set you free, and it's going to keep you free. That's what the truth is going to do to you. And see, when you was raised right, you have no problem standing on truth, morals, ethics, and principles. Now look at your screen, sir. Now see, before all this trash talking was going on, that's who he used to hang around. Now, you want to play this game with me?
Okay, so let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get real. Let's get right. In the picture that you see behind me right now, you see Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, you see Donald Trump, and whoever this woman is right here. Now, we want to make sure that we understand what's going on here, fam. This who we used to rock with. This who we had going on in the building. Let's make sure we understand what's going on. Let's get the check-in going. Daniel Wills, I appreciate you, says J.D. Vance and Ron DeSantis says 28 Ron and Marco Rubio, 38 Marco Rubio and Brian Ronald McDonald, 36 Brian Ronald and Mike Johnson was in there. Greg says the Ronald crazy ass talking. Tracy says my first time on your page. I appreciate you, Tracy, in that like button, subscribing. Family, we in here is all that. Henry Harper says, why didn't they do this his first presidential? So now we on the bandwagon. No, Henry, you got to understand, his first presidential, they knew about it, but they never thought that it mattered. So his first presidential election was never something big that would have kept him out of the races because of this. Hillary Clinton, he exposed Hillary Clinton worse than Hillary Clinton exposed him. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Donald Trump's first presidency was exposed by Hillary Clinton. But Donald Trump exposed Hillary Clinton better than Hillary Clinton expose Donald Trump. Why? Because they talked about the Pizzagate scandal. If you all know what the Pizzagate scandal is, type right now in the comments so I know what the Pizzagate scandal is right now, family. We need to make sure we tapped in. Let's keep it going. Belinda Master says, what's up? Nene Love, Savvy TV in with the stick. I appreciate his love. You already know. Like, button, subscribe. We in here. King 777 says they got away with it because no one followed it. You right. Dorothy G said, truth is true freedom. That's real. Truth is the freedom. Kings dip the like button with the fire button. Subscribe. Henry says, where was this into the 90s? Why wait till now? Why? Because at the end of the day, somebody and all the bodies been hiding this. And that's why I said for Diddy to even be on trial right now being humiliated, somebody is mad because they allow this information to be exposed right now. Why? Because they've been doing it and they never let this business out. But somebody and somebody's department is mad. And they allowing this information to come out, fam, because this is decades of information. Think about it, family. This is decades of information. So that means somebody that's been holding everything hostage never cared about it. You understand? So let's make sure we understand. Oh, let's get right. Let's get right. Let's be right. Let's make sure we know what's going on with your boy Dilla T here at No Filters. We got the raffle. We got the raffle dropping in. We got the $2 raffles dropping in. Let's make sure that we made Prime to understand it's $2 raffles checking in to win a No Filter shirt. 2 guests winning No Filter shirt. 1 female, 1 male for the $2 raffles to check in for your chance to win 1 female shirt, 1 male shirt of No Filters from your boy Dilla T. And here at No Filters, let's make sure we check in with the raffle. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's keep the body going. Let's make sure we know what's going on, family. I appreciate you all hitting that like button, subscribe. We cooking. Let's go.
You want to play this game with me? Do you want to play this game with me? I can go on and on and on, and it's sweeter than Ben and Jerry's. You want to play this game with me? We can do it now. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it now. All this talk about how bad you hate these people. No, he loves those people.
I've been a longtime fan of Arma Colostrum for recovery, gut health, and immune system support. I've also found that it helps me with my recovery times. Right now I'm training about 20 hours a week, so I can oftentimes get run down from that type of training volume. So I like doing everything in my power to help build a robust immune system. I have the High Rocks World Championships.
Point blank period. You can send it to his camp. I don't give a damn what you do. Write it. Do you want to play this game with me? I can go on and on and on. I'm a Mac for real. You want to play this game with me? Do you want to play this game with me? I can go on and on and on, and it's sweeter than Ben and Jerry's. You want to play this game with me? We can do it now. We can do it. We can do it.
Let's get right.
We can do it now.
Yeah, we can do it.
Let's talk about how bad you hate these people. No, he loves.
Oh, my mama do need love. You know it's real.
I don't give a damn.
Let's get right. Let's get real.
Take a picture. I hope you do. Write it down. Take a picture. Write it down. Take a picture. I hope you take 1,000 pictures. I hope you send it directly to his front desk. 34-time convicted felon. Fact. Woman said she contacted the FBI on him.
Dying. But I'm back.
Read the article, ma'am. The FBI.
They didn't expose these people. This is real life. Let's go.
See, this is what y'all not gonna do. Cause see, y'all boy, like I said before, y'all don't ran around here and make it seem like, oh, this guy, he's special. He's against the cronies and all that other stuff.
Respect my authority. We in here.
He rolled with him. You know, crooked Hillary and all that stuff. Yeah, he rolled with him. That's right. I said it. You got a problem with it? Hey, catch a brick. Catch a brick. You got a problem with it? Catch a brick. Catch a brick. Point blank period. I ain't got nothing over here to say but the truth. Now, like I said, Truth is always going to do two things to you. It's going to set you free, and it's going to keep you free. That's what the truth is going to do to you. And see, when you was raised right, you have no problem standing on truth, morals, ethics, and principles. Now look at your screen, sir. Now see, before all this trash talking was going on, that's who he used to hang around. Now you want to play this game with me? I'm a Mac for real. You want to play this game with me? Do you want to play this game with me? I can go on and on and on, and it's sweeter than Ben and Jerry's. You want to play this game with me? We can do it now. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it now. All this talk about how bad you hate these people. No, he loves those people. Point blank period. You can send it to his camp. I don't give a damn what you do. Write it down, take a picture. I hope you do. Write it down, take a picture. Write it down, take a picture. I hope you take 1,000 pictures. I hope you send it directly to his front desk. 34 times convicted felon back. Woman says she contacted the FBI on him in 96 and 2006. They read the article, ma'am. The FBI confirmed that they have the notes from when she called. Facts. He was cool with Hillary Clinton and them before he was not cool with them. Facts. Am I lying? He was cool with.
See, this is the situation where all it takes is one. Because Trump was rocking with the same people that he's charging. He was rocking with them. He was dealing with them. He was doing everything up under the sun with these people, Bill Clinton and them. Like, for real, the whole Clinton family. And then all of a sudden, he runs for a presidency against Hillary Clinton. You don't think that they have some type of game they playing? You ever been like, trip off this? Like, if you get like a speeding ticket or you get some type of anything, right? Just follow me. Hit that like button, subscribe right now. We cooking. You get a ticket for something, right? And then, you know, you got your lawyer and the prosecutor. For some reason, I be wanting to know why the prosecutor always seem like they talking to the defense. Like, how do they come up with this deal for you so nicely? Or how even do they change the deal for this person, but they don't change it for you? Or they change it for you, but don't change it for that person? I think what I'm confused by is, stop me if I'm wrong, it always seemed the prosecutor's talking to the defense to make a deal. And if whatever you was charged with really came with that criteria or really that pressure, then some of you would be locked up now. Am I right? You would be locked up right now if the shit you was charged for really came with that pressure. But the fact that that prosecutor and defense talk to each other, it's something about that conversation that seems like they working together. Stop me if I'm bullshit. And you can look at me and know I've been through something. Stop, bro. For real. It always seemed like, I know I ain't tripping, my fam in here with me. F-A-M, my fam in here. Hey, I know I'm with you. You with me. Don't do that. Stand on business right now. Stand on business, fam. I feel like the prosecutor and the defense be talking, nigga. Yeah, they be talking. Hit me with the pound right now, boy. Almost, boy. I swear. Some of y'all, if I could just reach out and touch you, I feel you, fam. My bad for being loud, but y'all don't care about none of that. The prosecutor be talking to him or her, and they come up with something. And then you over there, like, What they doing? What they on? Let's figure it out. You over there telling your baby mama, your girl, you. You over there telling your baby mama, your girl, your whoever. You like, okay, we looking at this guy. Follow me. We're looking at this guy like his face is telling me, okay, whatever he told me before, that's what we doing. That's good money. I've settled with that in myself to know whatever I came up with this guy, it's okay. Now, oh no, this guy go and talk to the enemy. And the enemy is the prosecutors. And why is my defendant talking to this guy this long, looking like they about to do something that don't got nothing to do with me? And then all of a sudden, I'm over here trying to figure out what they done came up with. I just want to know if the charge is really that bad and the charge comes with all of this and all of that, why they be asking me for a certain amount of money that can change the charge? Oh, let me say that again for him over there. If the charge was what it was and the price was what it was, and then fam talk to fam and say, well, we can figure it out. Are you telling me I'm tripping? Because that charge really should have been what it was from jump, but yet they can. I've always told my people the prosecution be talking to the defendants, and the defendants or the defenders are talking to the prosecution, and they coming up with something and they laughing together. I swear, I don't even care what you think. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. Prosecutor be talking to the defendant, to the defense, and they come up with something to go out to eat, and they get money late. Because they'll sit up there and act like I'm tripping because they can lighten the load if they want. If they talk, boy, example, you just shot everybody. You just aired it out. That's what they call it, aired it out. Okay. So you aired it out, but you had a previous record. So you had previous record and aired it out. So they like, okay, so he had a previous record, but he aired it out. Okay, so we can drop the previous record. If the defense can make the prosecution drop the previous record, how much do that cost? Because your stupid self just aired it out. So if you had a previous record and you aired it out, how much do that cost when they say, oh, we just going to drop the previous record? We just going to get them for airing it out. Oh, no. William, feel me. You better hit that like button right now. Subscribe, fam. We in here cooking. This type of cooking don't get no recipe, and this seasoning ain't the same. If they can tell fam, we just gonna wipe away the previous, and we just gonna charge you for airing it out, that further let me know that the prosecutors and the defense are working together, as they do. But it's a different type of work together. Because you almost got to thank God that they work together for them to drop something that you had previously that can affect what you have currently. Let me say that again for the people in the back that's faded and ain't listening. You better thank God that they do work together to drop what you had previously for what you have currently. It's the real that make it make sense. Because at the end of the day, if we don't put those recipes in the punch and in the bowl and in the pot and make sure we get the right seasoning to know what they're doing to us, when I say seasoning, we need to know the season that they're doing what they're doing to us in that season. So we put that seasoning in the pot, and we need to know the ingredients that they're using. And at the end of the day, when we figure it out, we need to know that we're cooking. And that we're not going to let them do us like that. Fam. Donation in the Cash App pinned to the top of the chat. You know the super chat in there. We all in here. We all fam. Let's keep it going, family.
Jeffrey Epstein said he was a good guy and he liked women on the younger side. Facts. He said on a hot mic, grabbing by the you-know-what. Facts. Then he tried to cover it up and say, hey, that's just locker room talk. And y'all went for it. Facts. Like I said, what a lie. Write it down, take a picture. Write it down, I hope you take 1,000 pictures. I hope you take 1,000 pictures. Because once again, I don't come over here to lie. I come over here to speak the truth. I don't give a damn who it is.
Nene Savage TV in the bill. Dorothy G, what's up with it? We here. I appreciate your love. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking. Let's go.
From this woman who was an employee by Jeffrey Epstein. Let's get back to that, right? So she, once again, right?
You already know what it is.
Once again,
let's get right.
In a 1992 video from NBC Archives shows Donald Trump and Epstein interacting at Mar-a-Lago with Epstein's associate Ghislaine Maxwell, visible in the background. In a 2002 interview with New York Magazine, Donald Trump described Jeffrey Epstein.
Shout out to William, said pew pews. I like that, family. Put them pew pews away. Pew pew.
Beautiful woman.
I'm with you, fam. I like that.
On the younger side, end quote.
Tone 357, what's up, fam? Where you been, G? You know, hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking. My G in the building.
Healthiest all-in-one meal shake.
Trump has distanced himself from Jeffrey Epstein in recent years, claiming in 2019 that he was not a fan and had not spoken to him for 15 years.
What?
Following Epstein's arrest in 2019, Donald Trump suggested that the former president Bill Clinton's ties to Epstein warranted criticism. But what about your ties to Bill Clinton? Let me read that again. Following Epstein's arrest in 2019, Donald Trump suggested that former President Bill Clinton's ties to Jeffrey Epstein warranted scrutiny.
Shout out to that work and getting that bag, family. Respect, Tone 357. It's all love, my G. I appreciate you being here.
Epstein's 2019 death in a Manhattan jail cell, officially ruled as suicide, has fueled conspiracy theories, some of which Trump has acknowledged in interviews, though he has also stated he believes Epstein took his own life. Maria Farmer's allegations come at a time when Trump's handling of the Epstein-related files has drawn criticism from his own political base.
Real life 10 Zen is love, family. I appreciate you.
Donald J. Trump, facts, promised to release Epstein's client list, end quote. A rumored document that many speculated would implicate prominent figures. However, in a February 2025 statement, Attorney General Pam Bondi released a trench of Epstein-related files that were heavily redacted and largely contained previously leaked documents. Disappointing those expecting new revelations, a subsequent Justice Department and FBI memo released in July of 2025 concluded that no such quote-unquote client list existed and reaffirmed that Epstein's death was a suicide. This has led to accusations from some conservative figures, including Representatives Anna Paulina Luna.
Shout out Nene loves that TV. I'm waiting. Let me know. Let me see it.
The Trump administration is withholding information.
Look, that's how we coming. That's what we doing, man.
Sparked varied reactions. Post on X reflect a polarized sentiment. Some users view the report as a significant development in understanding Epstein's network, while others, like some people in this comment section, dismiss it as, oh, it's a biased hit piece, lacking substantiation.
Wow.
Right?
Shout out, King. You see it.
It's complete garbage. Right? While others highlight the need for full transparency regarding Jeffrey Epstein's associates.
We hitting that like button. We subscribing to the channel, family. We cooking right now. We need to understand what's going on. It's no donation. It's donations in the Cash App, family. It's super chat. We doing this. I need my family to know what's happening right now. This is a very serious situation. Why? Because this is our world leader. And our world leader is in a situation with dealing with young girls. And his young days, 45 days. Not his young days of being 16, 18, 21. 45. This man 45 at a young girl's pageant, grading their bodies. And today, this is our president. We living in a time where your voice don't even matter. But we living in a time where everybody's voice together as one is strong. And what do I say? All it takes is one. All it takes is one. Y'all got all that mouth, all that this, that, and the other, but all it takes is one. Because that one will change life. That one will change living. That one will change what you going through in your house. Oh yeah, you. Oh no, you. Don't go nowhere, because I'm tapping your forehead. You need to thank God, because that voice can change your situation. You. That's real, William. He said, remember, I know, and I'm going to see you later. When I tap on you, I know you with me. I got to wake you up, fam. Yeah. That's the realness of it. Real, all it takes is one. And we're living in a time where that one will keep us. You understand? Let's keep the party going.
Mrs. Maria Farmer's account raises several unresolved questions.
That's real, fam. Yeah, we ready.
2006 reports, if they were indeed made.
Guy Fox said, yeah, this is fun. Always and forever. Monday through Friday, guy. 9 p.m. Fam, tap in. It's real.
FBI records.
Cooking.
And how close was Trump's relationship?
Hit that like button, subscribe right now if you in here right now. I'm talking to you.
While Mrs. Farmer's allegations do not accuse Trump of
Serenity in them from the Bronx, New York. I appreciate you, family. It's love from the Bronx, New York. I appreciate you.
Of his involvement in Epstein's social circle. The New
York
Times
will you?
That Donald Trump has never formally been accused of misconduct in connection with Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. Not formally. However, other women associated with Epstein have referenced encounters with Trump. For example,
Pork Chop in the building. Eddie says, I ain't got no AC. I appreciate you, but we living. Hit that like button. Subscribe, family. We in here.
Jeffrey Epstein accuser claimed that she was recruited at none other than Mar-a-Lago.
Let me bring y'all up to par. Let's get right. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'm about to drop it on. I'm about to cook right now. Mar-a-Lago Lago. Oh, QG in the building. Lago is Trump's estate. Let me say that again for the people in the back that ain't getting what's going on. Lago is Trump's estate. That means that's his property. If the people that have never owned a state, the word estate means your property. I got to speak for those that don't get it. Because this is Dilla T and no filters. And this is for layman terms. What we listening from to make sure we understand is to make sure from the Midas Touch, because family and them tapping in with us, and my dog Ticket TV. Shout out to Ticket TV, know how we coming, how we going. What we speaking about is understanding that Trump has a property called Mar-a-Lago. And at that property, a lot of people have come and gone. But specifically, underage children has been there, tampered with these grown men. Let's bring it back. For the people in the back that ain't heard what I just said, hit that like button, subscribe right now. We cooking. Let's go.
First connection with Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, not formally. However, other women associated with Epstein have referenced encounters with Trump. For example, now deceased, who recently died.
Shout out QG, you know what it is, family.
Another Jeffrey Epstein accuser claimed that she was recruited at none other than Mar-a-Lago at age 16.
Woo!
So she did not
hit that back right now.
Misconduct by Donald.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I know what you're doing. You act like you ain't hear that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because if that was your daughter or your niece, you would have. Don't do that. You heard what you just heard, and you going to act like you ain't hear that. King heard it. Stop. King heard. Dorothy heard it. Dorothy G heard it. QG Trump is. You heard that. I need to know who heard it. Don't do that. Did you hear it, dog? I'll wait. Who heard it? I'll wait. Because, see, it be y'all that be hearing stuff and y'all don't say nothing. You goofies. You be... Jack KK said dirty SOB. No feelings for you. Oh, family done tapped in. Say no feelings. That's your name? No feelings for you? Okay, shout out real. You heard it, Tone? You heard it, Tone? Tone heard it. Eloise Paris heard it. Eloise, get your name together because I need to know who you is. You heard it. Melissa heard it. Don't play at her like y'all ain't heard it. Mother. David heard it. Guy, did you hear it? Oh, Lord, it's smoking the screen. It's real. Let's get right now.
Another woman, Stacey Williams, alleged.
Have you ever used
It's really real. It's real. Did you hear?
Comes with a high-capacity lithium.
That Donald J. found deceased, who recently died. Virginia Giuffre, another Jeffrey Epstein accuser.
We serious, King. It's real.
She was recruited at none other than Mar-a-Lago at age 16, though she did not allege misconduct by Donald J.
Smoking the screen, fam.
Another woman, Stacey Williams, alleged that Donald J. Trump groped her during a 1993 meeting arranged
Groping?
by Jeffrey Epstein.
Hit it back. Hit it back.
Though she did not allege misconduct by Donald J. Trump. Another woman, Stacey Williams, alleged that Donald J. Trump groped her during a 1993 meeting arranged by Jeffrey Epstein, a claim that Donald Trump has denied. Now, Maria Farmer, who was Jeffrey Epstein's employee, her claims, as reported by the New York Times, underscore the complex and controversial ties.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even see that. That's crazy work.
Jeffrey Epstein. While her allegations about a troubling 1995 encounter add to the public's understanding of their relationship, the lack of corroborating evidence and unredacted FBI records leaves much unclear, as demands for transparency fully in the Epstein case persist. The Trump administration faces immense pressure to address these lingering questions, whether further disclosures will shed light on Farmer's reports or the broader Epstein investigation remains to be seen.
Okay, and see what Guy Fox, shout out to you, Guy Fox in the building, says if the people stay after it, something happens. That's what we bringing up now, family. You have to understand, this is your president. Some of you all is not your president. Shout out to you in your situation in your country. Whatever's going on, I pray that you're safe. But the problem that we're speaking about now is knowing that our president, Donald J. Trump, is in a situation that brings up his past to say his character. This questions his character of a man as a human before the Trump, before the administration, before the White House position, before the highest office in the land, the Oval. You have to understand, this questions his position, this character as a person, as a man. And we've heard over the years that this man, this person, has groped, disrespected, sexually harassed. And it kills me because at the end of the day, you got all this money. Why you got to do that? You come outside with the money. You smell like money. You look like money. I mean, with the type of money they got, you look like money. You smell like money. That money, you just money. Why? Do you have to sexually harass? Why do you have to grow? Why do you take advantage of any human? Just like Tyler Perry. Why are you taking advantage of men? Why you have to grope men? If you like men or women, and you have the level of money you have, why do you have to grope? Why do you have to sexual harass? Why do you have to take advantage of these people? These people are in a position to see you as king, as queen. They see you as higher calling or higher place. Why? Because of the finances, because of the living, because you can change their life. That's a real thing, fam. It ain't even about trying to be more or trying to do less. It's about knowing the system and what you're in and understanding how our lives are changed or affected by the system. And because of that, we have to understand what we're in. There's no reason Diddy should be sexual harassing anybody. Tyler Perry should be sexual harassing anybody. Jay-Z, Fat Joe, Kanye West, Kevin Spacey. I mean, we can keep going down the line. Joe Trump, your president. R. Kelly. I mean, you know what's sad about that? R. Kelly name's so old that it's like, shit, don't even matter. But it still matters. Why? Because they all had millions, billions, trillions, zillions, and kajillions. And you still telling me you had to touch somebody. You lame ass human. You are the bottom of the barrel. You ever heard of that beer or liquor? Matter of fact, let me start with beer. You ever tripped off beer in the bottom of the barrel of beer? There are levels to beer. And there are levels to barrels. Every beer that you drink out of the store comes out of a barrel, and there's a level to that barrel. What level you on? You drinking the bottom of the barrel? You drinking the bottom of the barrel? Or you dealing with people that's of the bottom of the barrel? Or are you drinking the high life? The top of the barrel? Like, what are you stands? What is your stance? Are you high life or are you the bottom? See, I come from the bottom. I know what it feels like to be under the dirt. I know what it feels like to be under the pavement. Because you need to know that there has to be some type of ground to create pavement. You have to be built on something solid, mother. If you ain't getting what I'm saying, boy, you better reach out. A lot of y'all ain't built on nothing. Y'all ain't solid. Y'all ain't built on nothing. Y'all ain't been through nothing. That makes you nothing. And for those that want to play games in my house with my family, you better get up out of here. Because, see, this house door is like revolving. You can come in, but you can go out too. It don't matter. And once we find out who you are, there will be a lock on your door for you to come back in my house with my family. Hit that like button, subscribe. You know how we cooking in here. My family will do you wrong, and they will come against you. Do not disrespect us in my house. Because my family here, they will deal with you in the manner that you need to be dealt with. Watch your mouth when you come in our house. Let's get right. Let's go.
No excuses. What are the excuses? Why do people have excuses? Shouldn't your alliance and allegiance be to the truth? And we should have over 1,000 likes. We should have over 1,000 likes.
We had over 200 likes right now. Don't do that with me. Let's get right in here. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking. Cash App donations in the building right now. Super chat, get right.
See,
everybody.
People don't want to know the truth. They want to hide themselves behind a certain ideology. What you've done is you sold your soul, right? Fake ass Rick Ross looking dude.
That's real, Guy Fox.
To a certain man. You understand what I'm saying? And now you out here looking crazy as hell.
Andrew right? Say he run the chat. Get him right, Andrew. Oh no. Get fam. Get Andrew because he acting like he run the world. Oh Lord, I feel so bad. I just...
Obama, he ain't even in office. That Trump ain't even in office. They won't talk about that all day.
Okay, so we got to ban Andrew and Kevin. They not right.
Like I said before, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. I'm cut from a whole different cloth, Playboy. And see, the reason why I got the stripes to come in here and be able to speak about Donald J. Trump and the allegations against him is because I called it straight down the line all the way across the board.
That's right.
Stripes to come in here, but won't talk about this regular.
Because think about this for a second, fam. Look at this picture. Just look at this picture. See, this is what I be talking about. See, I don't come from, like, you know, certain people that's living in a land where we have to watch the news to know that we're at World War III, or we have to watch the news to know that something's going on. See, these reports come out, and where I come from, we can just line the dots up. We can just line the stories up. We don't have to say, oh, did they do that? Or you the type that see everybody run to the left and you still looking right to see what's coming. That's the problem with you. You still trying to see what's coming, knowing everybody done got up and ran over here because of what we know that's going on. Because of this. We heard about it now. Why do I need the official Fox 2 to let me know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files and he's been dealing with them, and that they're not going to drop it, and now they're going to release it. And when they do release it, you will not be seeing your favorite rapper, actor will not be on that list. You dealing with powerful people. You think they're going to be on the list? Stupid. You must be out your damn mind to think anybody that you want to see on the list is going to be on the list. They will not be on the list, fam. So let it go. They won't be on the list. You need to figure out who on the list. And if you care that much, then you understand, like Corey B said exactly. We need to know who on the list. But who you want to be on the list will not be on that list. That is how much control they have. And that's what's funny about this situation. Whoever is not in compliance or whoever's not in agreement, whoever is not doing what needs to be done, and whoever is against the Trump organization, which is the President of the United States, he will shut you down. He just fired the prosecuting attorney that led on anything and everything. He just shut him down. He just fired the Washington Journal that's been around for decades. Let me say that again for the people in the back rolling blunts. The Washington Journal has been with the presidency all of our lives. And I'm going to say that like that. The Washington Journal has been with the presidency all of our lives. Today, the Washington Journal has been dismissed from the presidency and the newscast. Why? Because they put out the truth. So if the Washington Journal can be dismissed from the presidency and the newscasters, you and me are nothing to be talking about the president as if he won't wipe us away or erase us. But you see, the difference is, it's your boy Dilla T. And we in here Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. with your boy Dilla T. And this is No Filters. I'm going to leave it right there, family. I appreciate you all, and it's love. Good night. Be safe.